going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen.
It's very hard to decide how the laws apply. And that's why I think you'll see many organizations, Ripple and many others, Coin Center is another, lobbying regulators not so much to change the law, but to clarify it, like to tell us what it is that we need to do so that someone doesn't come down 2 years later and say, hey, what you were doing completely in the open and completely transparently for the last 4 years was illegal from day one, and you should have known that. And we're like, we meet with you like every week about what we're doing, and now you're telling us we should have realized 4 years ago that it was fundamentally and completely illegal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And so,
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And this one is on Ripple and XRP. And guys, I'm just going to go over the case really quick and then give you my thoughts. Now, it states from 2013 to present, defendants Ripple's Garlinghouse and Larson sold over 14.6 billion units of the digital asset security called XRP in return for cash or other considerations worth over $1.38 billion to fund Ripple's operations and enrich Larson and Garlinghouse. Defendants undertook this distribution without registering their offers and sales of XRP with the SEC as required by the federal securities laws, and no exemption from the required applied. Now, defendants continue to hold substantial amounts of XRP with no registration statement in effect and continue to monetize their XRP while using the information asymmetry they created in the market for their own gain, creating substantial risk to investors. Now, it also states Garlinghouse and Larson knowingly and recklessly provided substantial assistance to Ripple's violation of the Securities Act, including by and from 2015 to present, deciding when and how XRP Ripple would sell, establishing the XRP escrow, making promotional statements with respect to XRP, spearheading Ripple's efforts to attempt to increase demand for XRP, and making his own sales of XRP by reason of foregoing Larson and Garlinghouse are liable pursuant to the Securities Act. And also it states the SEC also requested the court to ordering defendants to disgorge all ill-gotten gains obtained within the statute of limitation. Now, guys, I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. As we know, Ripple is ran by the central banks. Also, we know CEOs are there to take the blame, the actual puppets, and we know that from Brad Garlinghouse. Now, Brad Garlinghouse was the COO April of 2015, did not become the CEO until December of 2016, so that was maybe a year before the actual bull run. We know that XRP, Ripple, created a fund where they actually were paying corporations to use XRP in order to create that demand, and investors came in. XRP hits about 360, never gets to that actual point again. And we had the investor that invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into XRP. It never got to that price, and that's why we're here at this moment now. If the SEC was going to come down on Ripple, it should have been during that time period. It did not. This is actually 2021. Even I can see them coming out about it in 2017. But we know a lot of this is already planned out, guys. You have to understand that. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson to ride off in the sunset with their money, like most CEOs do. Now, it's stated that an exchange had contacted the SEC and said, hey, look, we're going to be selling this. Are we allowed to sell this? They didn't get any reply back. So we know for a fact the SEC is in a position where if they do something against Ripple and XRP, that means that everybody else can sue them because you received a notice from an exchange asking you could they sell it, and they didn't get any reply back. So that's letting you know right there they'll put their own self liable. Not only waiting a whole 8 years, you clearly was getting communication back and forth with them. We have Brad Garlinghouse on YouTube, guys. On YouTube where the world can see it. He's all over the place with the central banks. So it's no way, guys. That's why I said, guys, you have to understand that everything is theater. You're actually looking at a movie because they want to play with your intelligence. Brad Garlinghouse has been with some of the biggest leaders all over the world, and then you're going to come and say, hey, Ripple XRP is a security. That makes no sense whatsoever when we know for a fact they're communicating with each other. We clearly have seen so many politicians get behind Ripple and XRP just to try to get donations. So are you telling me all this donation money that was given to these politicians and that never raised a red flag? And we have Moneygram coming out said they're no longer going to be using Ripple's platform. But guys, we know, just like I stated, this is all an illusion. We know how old Moneygram is. They would have already verified, make sure that Ripple and XRP was compliant with the SEC. Even though their on-demand liquidity was overseas, but still, they still would have made sure that all their paperwork was in place. And today, with the actual lawsuit, we saw the volume pick up threefold. We know the Asian countries are going to be using Ripple and XRP. So we know what's going on in Society 5.0. We know Society 5.0 was planned in San Francisco. So all this technology, the robots, the drones, I've done videos on Society 5.0. Please go check those videos out. But this whole lawsuit is to buy time, to put Ripple and XRP behind the curtain so therefore they can move towards their goals. Because guys, remember, when it comes to the New World Order, everything is planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day.